This video is brought to you by Against the Flow of Mississippi. Against the Flow of Mississippi is a book about Jake Fayard, a Marine veteran who is unhappy with the political machine running the state of Mississippi. He decides to fight the corruption from the inside. Jake will face more challenges than he ever has and will stand up for what he thinks is right. His notoriously hot temper will push him to the edge of murder, along with his friend and brother Kobe Barhanovich. Together, they will fight the system and give the power back to the citizens of Mississippi.
Against the Flow of Mississippi was written by Anthony Oksenholt and was published by Oksenholt Biloxi Publishing, LLC. A link to the book will be placed in the description below.
Selling Biloxi Belle and Biloxi Boy Cooking and Fishing is about how to have fun on the water. We're going to do a little bit of cooking. We're going to do a little bit of rebuilding a sailboat. Maybe doing some sailing. We're going to do a whole lot of boating, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun. Thank y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Also, if you like the music, check out my brother Ben Thompson, Barefoot with a Stetson. Name of the song is Barefoot and Ready to Party.
Take a tall glass and fill it with ice. Pour some vodka to make it nice. Then add some rum and a little gin. A shot of tequila for the win. Next comes orange liquor and sweet and sour. Mix a splash of cola, get ready for the kick. You want a drink that'll set you free? Get yourself a Long Island iced tea. A pub on the wharf or a bar on the beach. All the dance moves your friends can teach. A frozen drink with a straw and umbrella, or a premium bottle from a nice wine cellar. A cup of ice and a little Sprite. You're getting ready for a fun night. Add some light rum and a little more. Then passion fruit juice is your next pour. A little lime juice and you're almost done. Now a big shot of 151. You're drinking something that is insane. Enjoy drinking a hurricane. A pub on the wharf or a bar on the beach. All the dance moves your friends can teach. A frozen drink made with Bacardi, bare feet and blue jeans. Get ready to party. Put some cherry brandy in a cup. Grab some ice and fill it up. Add dark rum and light rum too. Then pineapple and papaya juice. Add sugar and get ready for some fun. The last ingredient is 151. Your senses will flood like a tsunami. You're about to drink yourself a zombie. A pub on the wharf or a bar on the beach. All the dance moves your friends can teach. A frozen drink made with Bacardi, bare feet and blue jeans. Get ready to party. Sun, party on the pier. There's nothing wrong with ice cold beer. Get a frozen drink made with Bacardi. Barefoot with a Stetson and ready to party. Barefoot with a Stetson and ready to party. Frozen drinks, warm nights, feeling hearty. Raise a glass, feel the breeze, and you'll see every sip's a vibe when you're drinking carefree.
Alright y'all, good morning, good Saturday morning from beautiful Biloxi. On my way to maybe pick up Kenneth. We'll see if he's going to work with me. Gonna go ahead and go do some work on the boat. Selling Biloxi Belle. Your host, Anthony Oksenholt. Please don't pull out in front of me. Thank you. Anyway. Yep, I'm on my way to go get Kenneth. Hopefully he'll come to work. If not, I guess it's gonna be me. Y'all get to see what y'all didn't see the last time I did some work on the boat. So
and we'll figure it out. Y'all take care. See y'all in a bit. All right, y'all. Flying solo today. We got a new boat in front of me now. Let's go down and take a look at what I've already done. I screwed up. All right, y'all. I'm on the boat. Now that my camera's oriented the proper way, show y'all what I did. There used to be a wall surrounding this engine here. As you can tell, there ain't none no more. So, now that we don't have that to deal with anymore, I guess I'm going to cut this door, walls, and I may take out a few other things. I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I've worked 8 hours. And got a little health update while I'm here on the boat I'll go ahead and tell you all about. So I went yesterday to the same doctor that took my CDL. I forget his name. He's up in Wiggins, Mississippi at Wiggins Primary Care. And I went back to see him, and he agreed to give me back my physical, which means that I am now good for 2 years, and I now have a 2-year physical so I can get my commercial driver's license back. I do not plan on going back over the road. I plan on staying local. And y'all, if I'm staying local and making more money than I'm making now working at the gas station that I'm working at, because that's kind of where I'm at right now, I get this boat done a whole lot quicker. And I'm sure Mr. Jimmy here at Rebel Boat Works would really appreciate me catching up since I'm a little past due. And you know what? I got to be honest on these videos. That's why I'm telling you all this. I don't like being behind on bills. I don't like owing people. And I especially, really respect Mr. Jimmy and respect his grandson Cody over here at Rebel Boat Works here in Biloxi. And I really hate owing these people because they have been so good to me. So with that being said, let's get to work. And Mr. Jimmy or Cody, if either one of y'all see that, payment's coming soon, I promise. I'm coming out of this slump, finally. All right, y'all, let's get her done. All right, y'all. I'm not taking a break because I need a break. Taking a break because the Sawzall needs a break. This is some serious ass wood. I don't know if a Sawzall was really a great idea, but it's what I got. Yeah, that's what I got. Anyway, I'm trying to take this out. I guess. Well, I'll cut down through here. I guess I should have pulled these out. Maybe that would have made it easier. But, oh well. Live and learn. It don't matter because it's all getting cut out and thrown away anyway. Sorry I can't film the actual work. All I brought with me, because I came straight from my job, all I brought with me was my iPhone. So that's what we're dealing with, y'all. Jesus Christ, that is rotted to shit. Fuck. Alright, y'all. See y'all in a bit, hopefully with this damn door off. That's going to open it up a lot in here. I already took that banister out, and I'm going to cut that. That won't be as hard, I hope. But we'll see. Anyway, y'all, back at it. Alright. And that opened it up so damn much. I had to cut through that fiberglass and get rid of that. Holy shit, how much that opened. Just that right there. Just taking that wall and that door out. And cool find on the boat. Let's see. A Conch Republic flag. I will absolutely not throw this away. Won't fly it on the boat. I'll get a new one, but I'll probably hang that up somewhere in here. Just because it is original to me, to the boat. And anybody who disrespects my flag, I will absolutely throw some Cuban bread at your ass from the air. Those of y'all that know the story of the Conch Republic know what I mean. All right. I'm impressed. That opens up into what used to be the head. I want to know what it's going to look like when I take that wall out. And that wall right there won't be shit. Matter of fact, that wall will be very easy. All right. I'm going to go take a break, run to the dumpster, get something to drink, smoke a cigarette. And folks, the deconstruction continues on Sailing Biloxi Belle. Starting to look good in here. I'm starting to get really excited. I know what everybody else is like, man, that thing looks like a shit sandwich. You need to get all this trash out of here, Anthony. Well, no shit. It's coming out of here. I just ain't decided when. But it's coming out here at some point. I just ain't got round to it, y'all. All right. Back at it. All right. Since today is about opening up more space, I really need to get these trip hazards out of here. I know. Not today. I'll do it at some point. Anyway, this chart table is going to be the next casualty of war. Followed by that right there. And then I want to cut that wall and see really how much it opens it up. I want to take that door down. If my battery holds up on this Harbor Freight Sawzall I got, that's going to be the plan today, and I think that's all we're going to do. But damn, I'm just so impressed at how much it's just opened everything up. When I take that out and remove the head and remove the galley, man, I'm gonna have so much room in here. I ain't gonna know how to do it myself. I don't know how I'm gonna make it. I'm debating cutting that wall out too. We'll see. Anyway, back to it. And again, sorry I can't film the work. I'm one man here and I don't have my camera set up. Back on it, y'all. Alright, y'all. So I couldn't take that out. And I didn't get to work back there. My battery died. I'm tired. I'm gonna call it a day. I might try to come back out later today or tomorrow. I'm tired, boss.
But I had to get the chart table out of here. And I am just amazed at how much it opened up in here. So y'all, take care. Everyone's a follower and sees. I think I'm gonna have to buy a skill saw and jigsaw and come out here. That's for later on. Meanwhile, I'll do what I can with the sawzall. Y'all, I'm a little lacking on power tools, but they're coming. Anyway, selling Biloxi Belle. Your host, Anthony Oksenholt. As you can tell, it's done, and so am I. I think that's the first time I've ever actually ran that battery down. That's actually, battery came with an impact I bought. That's why I keep with the same tools. Whew. All right, y'all. Let me take what I've thrown out of here to the dump again. Grab my Conquer Republic flag, water, power tool, and phone. I'm going home, going to bed. Y'all take care. Selling Biloxi Belle, your host, a very tired Anthony Oksenholt. All right, y'all. Heading into the yard. It's raining, but you know what? I don't care. I got inside work to do. Breaking out the heavy equipment today. I got a chainsaw, sledgehammer, trash bags, and a sawzall. I'm gonna see if I can't cut them walls. Yeah, I've never called myself a woodworker because I'm not a carpenter. Never really dealt with any kind of, definitely never dealt with mahogany before. I tell you, that shit's hard. That shit is definitely hard. But, see what happens. I am on my way in. As soon as these people decide to get out of my way, it'd be nice. But I guess this is the church crowd. Y'all from the boat, sailing Biloxi Belle, or I guess this is cutting Biloxi Belle. I'm also get rid of them damn trip hazards too, because that needs to go. And y'all, I swear I will get a better camera setup at some point. I am using my iPhone because my other camera, the one I just bought off Amazon right before I moved the boat, I don't trust it since it lost footage. And I know the thing wasn't, the battery didn't die on it, so that's why I'm using my iPhone. But as soon as I can, I will get a better camera system. I might go and see if I can't get a couple of cheap action cameras to mount inside the boat and just leave them in the boat. Maybe put them on some kind of a solar charger or something, and you know, just swap out the SD cards or something.
what I'm considering doing. Anyway, almost to the boatyard now. See y'all in a minute. All right, y'all. Get these damn trip hazards out of here. Cleaning the V-berth. Most of this shit will probably go with me today on the truck, what I'm keeping, as well as the shit underneath. In here, I'm trying to get everything out. Then I'm going to take that chainsaw and cut this damn mahogany. And cut that. That's going to be fun. Probably hit that with a sledgehammer and get that going right there where I cut yesterday. But it's getting cleaned out in here. I've already filled up one 30-gallon trash bag. I got another one filled up. I don't know how many was in that box I bought this morning. I think there was like 25 of them, so I'm probably going to burn through that. But it's going to be a whole lot better in here. Again, sorry I cannot film while I work, but it's just me. And if I'm being honest, it's probably just going to be me for a while. Kenneth will come out once in a while, I'm sure, whenever he has time, but he's working quite a bit. But yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how long it takes me to get all this shit out of here. As far as that goes, I am probably going to piece by piece disassemble that. And I'm going to have help doing it. So I think I'm going to wait till Kenneth can come out here and help me. But I think we're going to piece by piece disassemble this. And then use the winch. Which I got to get a winch handle. Because although I've gone through most of the compartments today, I still have not found a proper winch handle. But I'm gonna probably use the winch once I get everything off the engine, or as much as I can, and try to lift it up. I'm gonna take this ladder down, and hopefully that will fit through this hole without me having to cut anything. Because I'd rather not cut this, because that's pretty structural. That's pretty sound. Just my opinion. But yep, that's where we're at. Also, I'm going to try to get some tripod lights. I don't know if I can get some that work off of a power tool battery or not, but we'll see. All right, y'all. I'm just giving the update. I'm going to hit back at it. All right. Problem found. Taking on water in the galley, and it looks like it's right there at the edge, so it's probably going to be one of the through holes for the safety line on the deck. But, hey, this is what you do when you finally clean your boat out. You finally find problems. You know what? I'll deal with that later. But these rusted cans that were in here were kind of a giveaway. And all this mold and shit. So, yep. Taking on water, but that's okay. It doesn't appear that it's that big of a deal. And since I'm cutting all this out anyway, I'll just, and I'm pulling the deck hardware off anyway. It's not something I'm entirely concerned about at the moment, but it will be fixed. Almost done getting this mess out of here. Well, I say that. Get that stuff out. Then I get here and I can start cutting again. I will say this though. This looks like it's a Raymarine autopilot. That is what I thought it was. Huh. Be nice if I could get that going. That would be awesome. So, anyway. Alright. Let me get back at it. Get down below done. Get some of the stuff cut out of here. Then I could work on, like I said, I think once I get all my stuff cleared out, it'd be a lot easier to get that engine out. Because we can actually get all the way around it to work. So, that's where we're at, folks. Alright, let's hit it. Alright, y'all. Let's get in there. Deciding on what to do with that. I may leave that alone for today. Got the head, that door that's right there is coming out. I got to clean up all that on the floor and behind the ladder. Got the galley done. Took out this piece of mahogany. That was done with a sledgehammer. And then I think we're getting it. It's at least getting cleaner. I think it's time I take a smoke break. And then I'm going to get these two bags. That's bag number 4 and bag number 5 of the day. Not counting all the wood that I've thrown out of here. There's some hanging off the deck. I just ain't put on the ground yet. Yeah. It's a busy ass day, y'all. But the good news is, well, there's more to come. So y'all be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And tell your friends. Because now, I've actually got a little bit of time. And I can start making things happen with this boat. I think what I'm going to do is get some lights. And that way I can work on this thing at night. I think I said that in the other segment. But yeah, I'm really thinking about it hard. Just because I think it would be awesome to have. Since I work night shift anyway. I wouldn't have to fuck up my sleep schedule. Anyway, that's what we're looking like, y'all. Selling Ixolib. Cleaning Ixolib and beating Ixolib, I should say. I'm going to tell you, I did, I don't know if I said this in the last part, I did discover a leak. Because all this is full of water and stuff. I think that's from deck hardware. We'll see. Hopefully I'm not giving y'all the same information twice in 2 different segments of the same video. Because that would just make me look foolish or tired. This refrigerator that was sitting here, oh my God, that thing was horrible. Horrible. When I pulled it out, it was so rotted around the compressor was hanging on by a thread. So I got that out of here, and that will be on its way to the dump. Yeah, we're getting there. I think this is going to go next. This little piece right here, because it's just right in the goddamn way. So that thing will be gone, because I keep hitting my leg on that corner right there, and it don't feel too good. Fat boy problems. If I don't do this part today, I'll probably do it tomorrow. But I think all this stuff here is going to go to the truck. Like I said, I may not do it today. I may actually do it tomorrow. We'll see. That way it's less shit in here. And that's what this whole thing is. It's called getting shit out of here because it's in my way. Speaking of in my way, I spoke to Kenneth earlier, and we are going to work on this next because this is right in my way. So that's good news on that. This thing needs to go. It doesn't run. If you just, if you hadn't really followed me, I moved this boat 60 miles down here to where I'm at here in Biloxi, Mississippi. I moved it from Escatawpa. It was up on Clark Bayou. And now we're on the Gulf. So I know when I first laid eyes and first boarded this boat was back in 2021, so 5 years ago. I was renting from the old man that I got the boat from in Escatawpa, and even back then the engine never ran. I think he had an issue with the, I think he said the fuel pump, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I think it's a fair assumption to assume that this thing has not ran since at least 2021. And I know it's sat there in the same spot since 2015. So I know at least 5 years it hasn't ran. The worst thing for a diesel, and I've had many diesels, of course we're talking, vehicles, but a diesel is a diesel is a diesel is a diesel. The worst thing for a diesel is for it to sit. So I'm sure this thing is junk. It's trash. So it's not going, and I'm not putting an engine back in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to seal this bilge bay under here and just put a floor across here. And honestly, I'm thinking for this area in here, I don't know what I'm going to put here. I may just leave it open. I may actually just leave this open. I may put a chair. Well, I don't know, because I got the ladder here, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this area. But I know I want this out of here, and I want this bilge bay closed. Y'all drop a comment and tell me what I should do with this area, because it's right under the cockpit. You've got, let's see, I'm 5'10", and I'm right here chest high with it, give or take. So I don't know really what to do with this area. I'm at a loss. Y'all tell me what I should do with this area here. Just drop me a comment. Let me know. I think it'd be kind of fun. And if y'all have any other suggestions on what I should do with this boat, y'all let me know. Because I really want to know. Anyway, I'm going to take a cigarette break. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff out of here and take it to the dumpster. And this will be my second trip to the dumpster. And then I'm going to come back and finish cleaning up. I'm so glad to get all these trip hazards out of here. Probably going to sweep up in here too. Just try to make it look a little bit better. And again, trip hazards. But that's the plan. All right, see y'all in the next segment.
All right. Well, that looks a lot better. I've swept the floor. I've got a lot of shit out of here. I think that door's next, since I no longer have any trip hazards. All that's going to the dumpster. That wall will be out of here. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day. Y'all, I've worked my ass off in here. But damn, it shows. It definitely shows. I'm debating on taking that out before I leave too. But definitely that wall and that door, I want that gone now. As far as this right here, I've been thinking. I'm going to cut all this out, and where that brown stained line, water drip line is, I think that's where I'm going to leave the bulkhead, is about there, and just follow it up. That's my plan, y'all. All right. All right, y'all. This looks a hell of a lot better. All the trip hazards, except these wires and shit coming off the motor. And I'll cut them and stow them soon, I hope. Only loose wood I have is the companionway doors, and it's secured in the V-berth. I did not get this out of here like I wanted. I'm gonna have to do some more cutting on that. And to be honest with you, I'm tired, and I just don't want to anymore today. I put a good solid few hours in, so we'll see if I come back out here tomorrow or not. I'm tired and I gotta go to work tonight. So I did open that up. I just can't believe how much damn room I have on this boat, y'all. I can't. Taking that out, that wall out, that door. I couldn't take this wall out. I tried. But then I got to looking, I'm going to have to cut. And I'm going to have to remove this here. In order to get into it. I could probably have took that out. Yeah, I could probably take that out, but I'm not doing it right now. I'll give me something to do later. But the engine's coming out. This head's coming out. This right here is definitely coming out, because this is just in my way totally. I may take that chainsaw and just cut through this. Cut it back to about where the tank is on the head. And then, or what I'm assuming would be a tank. I don't really want to call that a tank. That's just, I don't know if that's just a holding area or what, but it don't matter. That whole design is getting changed. Oh, definitely 70s. I feel like the only thing missing on this 1970s boat here is some bell bottoms, some disco balls, and, you know, I don't know. Kind of love to have old 1973 DeVille. That'd be nice. But anyway, we're going to bring this thing up to the 21st century. And I think it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful boat. I mean, it's already a beautiful boat. But I think she's going to be real nice when I get done with her. Ooh. You know what? I know it's going to get water in here, and that's fine. But that can open up to be aired out. Because before I leave, I'm putting bleach everywhere. Just to make it smell a little bit better, because I can smell that holding tank, that Blackwater holding tank in the shitter. So
that hatch, this right here, and that hatch over there in the aft cabin is cracked where I stepped on it. So that needs to be changed, but it'll let water in. I've already got a hole in the bottom of the boat to stop it from sinking on land. Because, you know, you get water in here and it's enough of it, this boat will sink on land, and I don't want it to do that. So, yeah, that's where we're at. There's no electronics in here that can get wet. Really, the only two things that are electronic that are in here are these. I've got one flashlight there and one there next to my Sawzall. And I'll be taking them out of here. I might take them out of here tomorrow. I just don't feel like loading all this shit in the truck right now. But those are 6 volts, so they're fine. They're not going to hurt anything. But yeah, that's where we're at, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and get stuff out of here. Oh, Sawzall and battery. Sledgehammer's coming out. I've already got the chainsaw out. Oh. And that's it. That's everything except the trash bags I brought in, and those are staying. So, I'm gonna put my tools in the truck, make another run to the dumpster, and think I'm done for the day. Oh God, it's started to rain, but it feels better out here than it does in there. All right, see y'all from the truck. All right, y'all. Ooh, damn. Oh. Looks like I got everything done just in time. It's raining, and I am headed to the house, because somebody's got to work in this town. I gotta be up at 8 p.m. go to work. It's almost noon now, so it'll give me about 6 or so hours of sleep, because I'm gonna compile this video and upload it for y'all. And I'll probably come back out here in the morning and do some more work. Then again, I may not. I may go home and go to bed. I don't know what I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, y'all take care. Thank you for watching. Selling Biloxi Belle, your host, Anthony Oksenholt, on the point in Biloxi. All right, y'all. It's nighttime, as you can tell. I'm on the boat. Doing a little bit of night work since I work nights. I'm going to see if I can get all this stuff out of here except the water. I'm going to leave the water because I don't care about it. But the rest of this stuff's going to go. And then that wall's coming out, and I'm not on my iPhone, so should be able to see what I'm doing. Let's get to it. All right, y'all. Start on that wall first. Hopefully, I don't lose power. You know what? Let's move the drop light. Hand drop light right there. Shit. Well, I should cut through that easy. Whew. This is fun. Oh, damn. Holy shit, that opened it up a lot in here. Holy shit, I just opened that up. God, I have fucking space for days. It's just the layout of this boat that was goofy. Guess it was alright in the 70s though. Never mind, you said check it. Oh shit.